Hello, and welcome to In the DeNovo, a series of video interviews with today's thought leaders on everything to do with treasury management, product management, and instant and faster payments, covering topics from payments to industry trends and other exciting subjects coming in the future. I'm Will Grace. I'm the host, founder, and managing director here at DeNovo Treasury. We're a consulting firm focused on helping financial institution leaders define strategy, transform client experience, and grow revenue in the treasury management space. Thanks for joining us and staying in the know within the DeNovo. Yeah. So speaking of RTP, has the RTP network benefited from the FedNow? I mean, I know that RTP network has been taking off. You know, the volumes have been increasing regardless, but have we seen an impact, a positive impact?
Absolutely. One of the things that we've been recommending to institutions is that they consider receiving on both. It gives them not a single point of failure. It allows for the largest financial institutions who've made strategic decisions to send on one versus the other. It allows those smaller community institutions, credit unions, to not miss any of those transactions that are moving dollars into the institutions more quickly, because right now deposits matter, right? So we're seeing about 50% of institutions who come to us for agreements that have not been on either network before choose to receive on both. So we think that the numbers are going to come up for both RTP and FedNow. And we've seen that with our institutions.
Now, when we might not be comparing apples to apples, but I'll ask this. In my processing days, it seemed that if you were trying to receive from both, like the ACH, like on EPN and from, on like both ACH networks, that seemed to be a heavy lift. Is that a heavy lift to receive from both RTP and FedNow? It sounds like it's not. Is that because processors like Jack Henry have made it easy?
Well, it's not just us. There's a lot of processors out there who are connecting. So what they're doing is acting as switches. They've got that high availability connection into and the heavy iron, the dual data centers, the dual connections and dual data centers. For RTP, they've got high volume MQ servers, right? So lots of infrastructure to connect out. But what they're doing is making it available as a hosted solution for community institutions, which means that it's relatively straightforward to implement. The institutions don't have a heavy technical burden, and they're trying to price it appropriately to make it accessible.
Okay. So a little bit different than, back when, you're trying to implement both ACH and EPN, and it just seemed like those were difficult to do at the time.
Absolutely. And the difference really is that the technology now is so much different, that and the idea of a hosted, payments as a service, or this hub aspect, it just didn't exist back then.
Yeah.
It wasn't available. People were talking about it. It was a twinkle in someone's eye. Now it's really there.
I love it when a good conversation comes together. We are so lucky to have friends willing to sit down and talk with us about the industry. For more content like the video we shared today, check out our website at DeNovoTreasury.com and our YouTube channel at DeNovo Treasury. Thanks for joining us today for In the DeNovo. See you next time.